would build a great wall. Build a great wall.
Okay, Mike is back. Oh, it's just like club step. I love that level. I have no idea how to play crack. I thought that was gonna be like Michigan, bro. I was dying so much at Michigan. How do you get through there? That's such a weird timing. Bro, what is wrong with this click? The intimidating part. Okay, time for the worst part. Oh, God. Yeah, certainly a level. Can't wait to play that. I'm not totally crazy to think I'll beat that by the end of the year, though. What's up? Yeah, I know. I was very shocked whenever I woke up and saw that. I don't really know what I'm gonna... I don't really want to make, like, a special, though, because it's... I mean, once I reach 75, I'll go straight to Bloodbath. Is that a good deal? Since I'm not going to make, like, a special for 60 subs and 70, I'll do the second I hit 75, I am going to go straight and play Bloodbath. By far going to be the hardest level I've ever played. I mean, I just did in practice not even 5 minutes ago. Oh my god. I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having memories of my friends that used to be beside me before they left me to die. And I know this is the truth, cause I've been staring at my death so many times. The scary monsters roaming in the halls, I wish I could just block the doors and stay in bed until the clock would chime. Got no time, I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having memories of my friends that they used to be beside me before they left me to die. I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. Got no time, I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regret. Got no time, I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having... I put that too early, Got no time, I got no time to live, I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having memories of my friends that they used to be beside me before they left me to die. And I know this is the truth, cause I've been staring at my death so many times. Scary monsters running in the halls, I wish I could just lock the doors and stay in bed until the clock would chime. So my flash is on, stay up to dawn, I got this headache in my left and the right. Oh, I did it. Let's go. A new best friend today. Let's do it. God damn it. It's like impossible to practice that shit from just there. I'll just hope and pray. Got no time. Got no time. I got no time to live. I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having memories of my friends that they used to be beside me before they left me to die. Fudge. Got no time. I got no time to live. I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. I got no time. I got no time to live. I got no time to live, and I can say goodbye. And I'm regretting having memories of my friends, what they used to be beside me before they left me to die. And I know this is the truth, because I've been staring at my death so many times. The scary monsters roaming in the halls. I wish I could just block the doors and stay in bed until the clock would chime. So my flashlight's on and stay up till dawn. I got this headache and my life's on the line. I felt like I won, but I wasn't done. The nightmare repeats itself every time. So I keep my calm and carry on. Stay awake until the sun will shine. But I'm not so strong, and they're not gone. Still out there taking what's left of mine. Fuck! I really want a new best on Bloodbath. Like, what the freak? There's no level called Allegiance difficult. Oh my god, I hate this ball. I hate it. How is that not a level, bro? Dude, why can't you hold? Definitely deserves to be rated, I'd say. I did not beat that. That was just in practice mode. What? Do. Done my time. I got my time to live. I got my time to live, and I can say goodbye. Bloodbath is so hard for some reason, and it makes me so mad. Because I totally thought I could beat Bloodbath by the end of this year, but now I'm questioning myself. Because I just did it in practice mode not that long ago, and I'm shocked by how hard it actually is. It's so stupid because it looks so much easier than it is. Especially Michigan. Michigan looks so much harder than... Michigan looks so much easier than it actually is. Here, I could probably do the Bloodbath ending in a run. Oh, well, that's evil. It's so stupidly hard, especially that dang UFO and shit. please make it to the drop. I've never actually seen it in more detail. Why did I do that? I'm so bad. Like, I'm tapping it once and I go up so high. Does anybody know why that happens? I don't think it did, but did my speedrun get verified? No, let's go. I don't actually want it to get verified until after like a day or two. If we go into pending, there it is. The legendary legend. It's probably going to get rejected because I forgot to remove the cap cut watermark at the end. Even though I didn't actually like splice or anything. The cap cut watermark makes it look like that. God damn it, bro. Hardest click in the level. Oh my gosh. the hedgehog part. Oh, you mean the ball? Okay. I love my ball. Yeah. It has the hardest clicks, but it's not the hardest to actually pull off. The hardest part to pull off, in my personal opinion, is 47 to 76, which is just the drop. Even though 78 to 100 is still a pretty decent run and decently hard, I would say 47% is easier than 78 to 100. But I still think 78 to 100 is definitely not as hard as just the drop. I honestly think if I got 47 to 76, that would be a better run than 66 to 100, just because it has more of the harder gameplay. I can rant on about Allegiance and why I don't think some parts of this level should be a part of an extreme. This first cube, though, is fine. It's really just that chip and ball. The wave is iffy, though. Oh my god, I hate this dang mini wave. And it's one click. And it's like my least favorite part of the level. Darn, hitboxes are on. See, in my opinion, I think I'm going to die to 93. And I think that's going to be my furthest death in this level. No, I definitely think I'm going to die to 93. Iconics playing Zodiac and Orbit getting placed at 5th as by far has to be the biggest highlights of the past week. Well, at least for the Geon Cadets community. Also, just keep in mind we have a very high chance of pushing Booba Wamba out of the top 10. With Subsuming Vortex, a former impossible level, no longer being in the top 10. Let's go on the All Raid or just GD Demon. See, this is where Orbit got placed, above No Escapes. So yeah, Booba Wamba's at 8 right now. Actually, Wave Trial's at 14, does not look correct. Defeated Circles is at 20. Slaughterhouse is about... Cosmos is about to get kicked out of the top 25, based after Base just did. Eyes in the Water is out of the top 30. Through the Gates is nowhere near where it was. Firework is officially gonna go gone. Okay, the Apocalyptic Trilogy that high still makes sense, though. Wow, Solar Flare's about to get kicked out of the... Wait, what? Where's Limbo? Limbo's out of the top 50. This makes no sense. Dang, the younger is high. Ordinary's at 6, 7. Okay. What? Where is Tartarus? Oh, God. I'm sorry, but what? Tartarus is out of the top 75. Since when was Kino this low? Where is... No way Zodiac is out of the top 125. What? Where's whatever it's called? I don't remember it being that high. What? Well, I don't remember its name, but what? What is it? It's like... Yes, Crimson Planet and shimmer. Okay, I'm gonna do this again after stream. I have to end because of dinner. I have to go eat food. Or I'll just put on YouTube. You can watch Zoink while I watch Zoink verify.
Maybe. Is AP US history free or not?
Oh,
I'm gonna take that.
Zoink ended stream after 15 minutes. Here, you can watch this while I eat.
We actually passed 80%.
We might finally see Grief get verified soon. At this rate, he might actually verify Grief
might
this
verify
month.
Grief
Before
soon.
I show you
He's
the
about to
verify Grief is genuinely going to be verified.
He's now gotten out of his mind block.
It's never that simple. I thought finally passing 80% would open a new door. I thought it would be the answer to everything. I thought it would finally be the push I needed to verify Grief. But as the days went by, I realized that nothing had changed. I still felt the same dread opening the level, the same gut-wrenching pressure when getting a far attempt, and the same exhaustion after every stream. All that 83% gave me was a new title, just something to add to my resume, even though it didn't mean anything. The real consequence of 83% was just a long road of disappointment for myself and for all of you. I wanted a new best so bad, more than anything, more than verifying the level, I feel like. But really, I just wanted to feel something. But when I got 83%, I seriously felt nothing. And that hurt a lot. Progress on Grief went cold once again, through December and through January. I couldn't bring myself to even play the level because I knew how it would make me feel. To sit there for hours and feel the verification moving further and further away from me. I wanted Grief behind me so badly, but I couldn't handle the sight of it so far in front. But, of course, I can never put it behind me if I never click play. I obviously needed to do something drastic, but what could I do?
I think Doggy should buff Grief and start from scratch, basically.
I would honestly consider taking like several month-long break from Grief just to like completely refresh.
I think Doggy should start playing Grief off stream, bro. He needs to change something.
Doggy has to change something about this verification soon. He needs to change something. I have a theory that Doggy Grief can be verified if Doggy just...
My failures being a topic of discussion amongst everyone in the community was never exactly comforting, and honestly nothing anybody said ever sounded like what I needed. What I needed was something to accomplish, some way to play Grief without focusing on my failures, and instead be able to use the streams to accomplish something bigger. Whatever I decided to do, I needed to make a commitment, and after thinking about it long and hard, I announced my decision to stream Grief every single day during the month of February. 28 days, 28 streams. That way, each stream didn't feel so personal. I could detach from the individual streams and look at it from a distance. I was completing a challenge to stream every day, and I think this decision was a good one. So without further ado, let's talk about February, the 22nd month of Grief. It's finally time for another progress report video. Last one was covering the month of October as I was building up more and more consistency until finally getting 83% on November 1st. I'm officially back to the Grief grind. In February, I streamed Grief 26 times, unfortunately not 28 because I had to take 2 breaks for the sake of my hand, but during this period I gained 19,000 attempts, now sitting at a total of 375,000. We're approaching the big 400k. Like this video if you think I'm gonna hit 400k attempts, but also like it if you think I'm gonna beat it before then. Okay, anyway, so actually to start off with this February recap, I'm gonna jump back to the end of January 1st. 1st. I announced that I would stream every day of February on January 7th, but at that time I had kinda went MIA from streaming, so I wasn't exactly at my peak consistency, and while forcing myself to play every day would help bring me back, I didn't want to start February cold turkey and get burned out from, just being ass. So for the last week of January, I prepared myself for what was to come. No pressure to perform, just stalling until February 1st hits. As expected, I didn't cook any amazing progress, but I did get some decent runs. 44 to 80, 35 to 80, and 25 to 81. Seemed like I couldn't quite pass the tacos wave though, until stream 300 on January 27th. After almost an entire year, I finally got my second 25 to 100 run. This is still my best run to 100 on the level, but it felt really good to be able to do it again. To top it off, I got back to the second drop, which is something I hadn't done since November. Not that I wasn't capable, I just wasn't really playing. Still, it felt really good to actually do it. The second drop run was pretty good too. I passed the first wave. Sadly, I died at 73% just before tacos. Stream 300 was a great preview into what was to come in February, and now it's time to get into it. To start off the month on stream 302, well, nothing really happened. I mean, I still couldn't expect to get good runs every day, as I was still easing into things. But things did start to get better a lot quicker than I was expecting. On the very next stream, I got 73% again. This one was a bit more frustrating than the one in January, because now I had wasted not one potential tacos attempt, but two. But on the bright side, I passed the first wave of Griefer again, which is by far the hardest part. Like, at this point, I had died to it over 50 times, passing it only 20% of the time. 67, 68, 69, 70 are all, to say the least, the biggest choke points I've come across. But something did switch this month, and it was game-changing, I think. That fateful 4% of the level, to my shock, was consistent? I know we're only a few days into the month, but I'm not just talking about runs from zero. I was constantly passing Griefer's part from big runs, and that consistency was what allowed me to pull off 25 to 100 the second time. Finally being able to play this part without throwing almost every time is probably the most promising improvement I've gained on this level since like 2024. In fact, I didn't even die to the first wave of Griefer until February 10th, despite getting to the second drop several times over that period. Speaking of that, we're about to enter taco heaven this month. It seems that I finally broke the chains of Griefer, and it was time for Taco Tuesday. On stream 307, I got back to tacos, getting a new second best of 81%. Even though it wasn't a new best, getting more than 80% still feels kind of surreal, to be honest. That wasn't just a lucky run though, because just before that I got 72%. To be honest, this is the only click I should be dying to in Griefer after 70, but this was actually the first time I died to it somehow. Well, it looks like it's gonna be an extra long Tuesday, because the very next stream I got to tacos yet again. I died in the wave at 79%, which is my most common death in tacos right now. I'm still kind of learning how to control my nerves at this part. I haven't really had enough experience playing it from zero to be able to do anything about it. I mean, out of my 10 attempts I did, I usually have just died within the first 3 seconds. That's all good though. 2 tacos attempts back-to-back streams is enough to keep the therapist away for the time being. You know, it may sound like everything is going amazingly well, almost too well, and that's because it is, of course, too good to be true. Yes, I had gotten these great runs, but it wasn't easy to keep getting them consistently, mostly because I was very shaky with the first 35%, particularly Triplash's part. Here's a brief overview of my deaths at this part alone during the first 10 days. If these numbers don't mean anything to you, just trust me, it's a lot of deaths. My pre-drop consistency was not helping either, so I had to be really patient if I wanted a good run. And if you know one thing about me and Grief, it's that patience is pretty much long gone. So basically, this was a really hard thing to deal with. Luckily, this Triplash mind block was short-lived, but the first 25% I was still having trouble with. I was good enough to get some decent attempts though. The good thing was that I was very consistent from 35% onwards, so once I got there I could easily get to the second drop, which I did on stream 311, dying to 67% and later 68%. During the middle of February, there was a small hiccup in this 35% onwards consistency that I speak of, and it's all because of Burger Das. I would get here almost every stream, but most of the time I wouldn't get to Griefer. A ton of wasted second drop attempts occurred during this time, and all we can do is mourn them. Really. I was able to keep my head up though, because I continued to do amazing runs pretty consistently, getting 25 to 92 on stream 311, 25 to 87 on stream 313, and 25 to 100 for the third time on stream 314. Getting this run again was insane, and when I got 35 to 97 the next day, I started to actually think I could beat this soon. Getting runs like this so frequently is genuinely a good indicator that the end is here. Something I didn't really consider when committing myself to streaming every day was whether or not my hand could physically keep up. If you've been following the verification at all, you'd know that I've had major problems with fatigue in my arm and hand. By the middle of February, the fatigue was already setting in, and the worst part was that I couldn't even take a day off. Whether it was my finger, my wrist, my arm, something was gonna pain me for 2 hours straight every day. And let me tell you, it was not pleasant at all. It made playing Grief way more frustrating than it already is, but I'm proud to say I dealt with it pretty well, I think. Besides all the time I spent complaining about it, I tried my best and still was capable of getting good runs. My next Griefer attempt was on stream 318, dying to 67%, and on the next stream, dying to 68%. Dude. No surprise there, you know what they say. Even though Mom's been making tacos, you can't have them every day. On stream 322, Mom did in fact make tacos again, and I died at 79%. 3 taco attempts in a single month. It's something I've never done before. I think we are in a new era of this verification, where I can pass Griefer more than once per Fortnite season. It's definitely the push forward that I needed. Stream 322, it did not end there. I got to the second drop 3 more times actually. 1 67% death, and 2 68% deaths. But yeah, tacos again. Can't complain. I even got there again on stream 323, sadly dying before the wave at the 78% ball click. Always a shame to die before the wave, but again, tacos are so delicious, I really can't complain. I also got a 69% run afterwards, so it was looking really good for the end of February. But there's always a but. Like I said, my finger and hand pain was just building up from playing every day, and it was getting more uncomfortable to play. That being said, I knew I was still good enough to get at least 1 good run per day, even if I had to endure some pain. So I just let myself get that 1 good run I needed every day and then checked out. On stream 324, I got my 4th 25 to 100 run, which is it's genuinely unreal how often I'm getting this now. Very few things give me hope at this point, but I can't say that getting 25 to 100 3 times in the past month isn't promising. On stream 325, my 1 good run was 68%, and I checked out. On stream 326, I started with 35 to 97. A very good run, but that last 3% was bugging me a little bit, so I stayed in the game. The smell of tacos was coming back, and it was getting closer and closer, and I needed it so bad, and I got it. 80% for the second time. This is now my 5th tacos attempt in February alone. If I can keep this up, any day can be the day, to be honest. Like I said earlier, my ability to pass Griefer regularly is probably the most important improvement I've gained in a long time. To end the month off, I got 73% again, just to mog the first Griefer wave one last time. And that is the end of February, after streaming every single day. This may be one of my best months of all time. It's never felt closer than it does right now, and I'm really looking forward to cooking some tacos in the future. Thanks everyone for watching as always, and I will see you in the next progress report.
Why buy separate shoes for work and hiking? This pair does both. Orthopedic arch support reduces fatigue. Shock-absorbing cushioning protects your joints. Breathable mesh keeps your feet cool all day. Slip-resistant outsole grips everything from job sites to mountain trails. Lightweight feel, heavy-duty protection. No sitting down, no struggling. Just slide your feet in and go. 70% off today. Delivered within 5 business days. 1 pair, every situation. Tap below before the deal ends.
My old heating setup was expensive and ugly. I was freezing and still paying a fortune. Then I found Envy. Silent, sleek, and efficient. This is the Smart Envy Max, and it blends right in. Plus, it's trusted American-made brand for over 23 years. Silent heat, pennies a day.
I have a really good idea. Allegiance? Okay, that's not how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have to change that name, but like... Okay, 26%. Can't wait to nerf it. Go boom, boom, boom. That's a really big nerf, too. How am I getting this far? Can't wait to nerf this one, too. Right around here, we get to take it down by half a step. Can't wait to nerf this. Definitely what I wanted to nerf. Bam. It might not fit with the theme, but it doesn't matter. This is gonna be one of the best nerfs. Boom. Hi, I'm back. This is another thing. For me, it is 543. This is certainly something that's going to be fun to fix. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum. This is why I love this, bro. Like, look at how goofy this part is gonna end up looking. Oh, dang, it's like 9 for you. I don't know how I died to this pink orb, but it's the easiest nerf ever. Wait, so it's almost 10 for you. So it's like late. And then there's just me casually nerfing Allegiance until I can beat it. Oh, you're in the UK. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm on the East Coast of America. Yeah, I really wanted to nerf this jump. I'm glad to be able to do it. Boom! This level's gonna get nerfed so much. this will be the one I'll be using to gain consistency too. I'm gonna do... Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. I'm going to do the Cosmos Unleashed strategy, where we basically just make it so I'm just gonna very much nerf the level until I am able to beat it, and then I'll use this to gain consistency because it'll have the perks. We can put an H block on here so we can hit our head. That's gonna be a weird nerf, just getting rid of that. So it looks like this one is a little too powerful, so this should be good. Okay. Looks like this entire part has just become auto now. This pad, instead of actually nerfing it, just made it harder, so... Ba-dum boom boom, ba-dum boom boom, ba-dum boom boom, ba-dum boom boom. Do-do-do-do, da-da-da-da. New best territory, let's go. Okay. By far, like, the only reason I'm doing this is to nerf 35, and I'm finally gonna be able to do it. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, I can't even nerf that. I'm just not going to nerf that because I can't. Yes. Just lower the speed warp if you want to get better at the wave part. So, the thing is with the wave, though, is that I usually don't die here. So it's very confusing whenever I do. So, I mean, the nerfs I'm making are just going to make sense around my death. And the wave it's fairly consistent enough to where I don't need to worry about it. In the regular level, of course. Going all the way back to this ship to make one singular nerf. Love this. Which is it right here? We will move you just a little bit up. The only part that isn't consistent is really kind of the ending. Dude, I don't know how to nerf it, so I'm just not going to. That's my new motto. If I don't know how to nerf it, I'm just not going to. Aww. Yeah, it probably is possible with just wave. It would just be really hard. You know, when I mean really hard, I mean it would be really, really hard. Because there's some really tight ship straight fly and 3 times speed. With mini wave, definitely not though. I think it's crazy I just died here, but I'm not complaining because I do want to nerf this first click so bad. Ba-doo-doo, da-doo-doo, 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 do-doo, do-doo-doo-doo. Boom. Now, these are some deep nerfs. Yeah. If it was just regular wave, it would definitely be possible. And before you ask if it's accurate with accurate hit, if it's possible with accurate hit boxes, no, probably not. There. Allegiance, but it's fixed. Dude, I can't nerf that, though. Like, what do I nerf there? Like, what the... This just makes no sense. I have such a high chance of not dying there now. That's the stupidest death I'll ever have. Dude, the only thing I can do to nerf that is just... Oh. That was more of a buff than a nerf, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't understand how it's possible. There. There, now it's physically impossible for me to even die there. Finally! I finally get to move this entire structure up by half a block. Yeah, I do remember that. Why? I still think I have a portive active. I'm not sure though. Here, is that where I died? I don't know. I'll just go with it. Dude, this ball is gonna look so atrocious after this. So, I think I tried doing a part. I don't know if I actually finished it, but I do know I did submit something. Here, let's see. Yeah, active part 2. Where's the part that I actually made? Oh, I remember this. It's whenever I made it just straight out legitimately so stupidly hard. I don't know if this is even going to be balanced with the rest of it, but like... I think this is click sync ship. I think all of this is click sync. Let's see. Yeah. I had this Akupin, hell spam. I think you should be able to get past that in one orb click. Yeah. You can even do something goofy with this, where you go up there. But yeah, I did make a second part. I think this ball was definitely going to be the hardest part. Yeah, that's definitely going to need nerfed. I can make some crazy off-ball gameplay if I want to. Like, see, like, it's really stupid, but I did make it. It's stupidly hard for something that isn't that hard at the start. The hard part! Yay! Whenever I finally get to make good nerfs. I can't wait to make it to the drop and have to nerf this level into oblivion. Okay. To think that this is just so I can see all the nerfs I needed to do before I made it to the drop is crazy. Yeah, no, I'm only gonna go to the drop. You know what, screw this. Let's just play Allegiance. It's raining really bad outside. How long has this been lasting? If this has been lasting more than like an hour and 30 minutes, I'm turning it off. Started an hour ago, okay. Not promising then. Okay, in 9 minutes I will turn this off and actually try to live my life. Dude, I'm not used to this. Or let's just play the weekly demon. Let's try to beat this in 10 minutes. Not gonna happen, but let's do it. Somehow I'm alive. I don't really know how I'm alive. Oh, damn, that was tough. Did I ever tell you guys that I love UFO gameplay that isn't just click whenever you see a portal? So in that case, I like the Stalemate UFO more than I like the Allegiance UFO. And that is not a wrong statement. Stalemate sucked, but at least its UFO gameplay was better. This is not an easy demon, bro. You're telling me right now they're having people like my friends play levels that are rated easy demon, and you're telling me they're playing this? My friends are really bad at the game, except for one, well, two, actually. Kashmir and Reeler. I'm not going to be saying their actual names. That would be weird. Kashmir named himself after the like Did I just say creator tip, don't use spider orbs? Buffalo spider orbs. Oh, this has the percentage bug. I feel like blood. Hold up, let's check time. Feel like blood. Bruh. Hold up. Okay, last attempt on any level today. I am not playing any levels after this attempt. Okay, that's it. See you guys tomorrow.